Watch you guys, welcome back to another U150 video. Today we're going to be going over Ultra Prism and how it relates to the U150 format. Nice. Good way to start. A quick aside, sorry there hasn't been a lot of content. Grady and I started school up again, and haven't had a lot of chance to play test and whatnot, and plus when a new set comes out in U150, it doesn't do like it does in Standard or Expanded where it drastically shifts everything. It just kind of adds extra tools here and there. I think the U150 format shifts maybe like once a year.
Yeah.
We would say. Probably after like 3 or 4 sets come out. Then it's like...
And these cards have been out for a while, but we haven't had the rarities, so it's some of the cards we weren't sure if they were EX or not, so we wanted to hold off on the review till we were for sure on everything.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's why we hadn't done this. So, but now that we have an official set list and an official rarities list, official with pre-releases happening this weekend, we're good to go. So, anything else before we begin, sir?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's start with execute. There's obviously better executes.
Yeah.
So
namely the propagate one.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only execute you're gonna play if you're playing an executor deck. So, and when you look at like the basics and stage ones of like lines, you're looking for retreat cost and HP just to see if it's different than anything else. And there's way more Yanmas that have free retreat. So
yeah, definitely.
Not even this one here. Yan Mega is just super underwhelming for a Yan Mega.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
It really is. Not even free retreat.
Because Yan Mega is like actually not a bad little archetype in the Blaine's Last Resort, but this is just bad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I really was looking forward to having a good card there. Rosalia 70 I think is actually the max HP, and there's no free retreaters, so this Rosalia takes the place of maybe some other ones if you're playing a lot of Rosarades. But
I don't think we've ever played one, but
no. This
hypothetically.
Yeah. This Rosarade's also trash because Lure Poison, you can get the same thing off of Carnivine DEX, the same exact attack. Literally the same exact attack for 1 grass energy, switch your opponents. I think it's actually called
GL
Lure.
too.
Yeah, Lure's GL. I think it's called Lure Poison. So, Flower Mixer is like not even that great because like you have energy range and energy trans Pokemon.
Yeah, it's terrible. Grass already has all these effects.
Yeah, so no need for that. Turtwig with 80 HP.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He doesn't skip breakfast.
I mean, hypothetically, that'd probably be the best one to play if you wanted to. Unless there's like 1 retreat Turtwigs, that would be a debate. But
I think there are 1 retreat Turtwigs. But this Turtwig also is search deck for grass energy attached to one of your Pokemon.
Right, for sure.
Not a bad little starter if you can't get something else up. So if you're playing Torterra, I was like, what's the name of it? These two actually are pretty good to add to your...
Damn, 110 on Grodel too. Oof.
Yeah. 4 retreats, a heavy
boy.
ball searchable. And he's as big as a mountain now.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, dude, this guy's...
I'm scared.
This guy doesn't skip leg day. So Turbo doesn't skip breakfast, Grodel doesn't skip leg day.
Cool.
Yeah, they're getting their life together. We're proud of them.
Metaphors on point.
Yeah, right. I just wanted to make sure we're still at this. Yep. Okay, good. So Grodel, yeah, nothing to write home about. 110 HP, 4 retreat, so heavy ball searchable. Cool. Torterra. No.
No. Nah, son.
It's 180 HP. Where is it?
It's an EX too, though.
Oh, it is an EX. Yikes. Yeah, this
So
card's
definitely no. Even if it wasn't an EX, it still would like be not close. I don't think.
Yeah, no. So sorry, Torterra, you're still bad. All Torterras are bad. Cherubi, this is comparable, and Cherum is bad.
Yeah. The only thing is like you could maybe see in like Subtile, but it still just gets shut off by Hex and stuff. So
yeah, exactly. So Carnivine 90 minus each damage.
I mean that's like a counter energy for 90, but like.
So counter energy for 90 is not bad. The one thing that this actually will be pretty decent in is in Jungle Totem decks, the ones that have like 1 grass energy for 2.
Yeah, I actually think this isn't an EX, right?
No, I don't even think it's a rare.
Oh damn.
It's a common.
Yeah, I actually think in like that Venusaur deck, because you have the grass count as 2, you can just attach 1 grass and do probably 90. That kills Claydolls, Porygons, a lot of shit.
Yeah, this actually isn't that bad. Like I said, yeah, Jungle Totem decks, counter energy decks. This is going to be a pretty good inclusion.
I definitely think this will slide in the Venusaur and Sceptiles.
Yeah.
Not much else, but like maybe in like if you're playing like a counter energy box kind of thing. But
there's always been like a need for like some sort of grass basic. Remember all the times that we've looked at all the Virizions and all of the
yeah,
we've always
Genesects.
the Genesects, yeah. So this actually is pretty decent. I don't think it goes in every grass deck, obviously, but like you said,
Like
so.
not in like Jump Luff or anything.
Yeah,
but
I didn't when I first looked through the set last night. Before we had this talk, I totally like just skipped over Carnivine, but
yeah, no, that's not bad at all.
now that we're talking about it, yeah, that's actually pretty decent. But I mean, especially with Max Potion, AZ, Pokemon Center, that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
the downside of Loomover is almost never going to be relevant.
Yeah. So sweet, I like
Yeah,
that.
that's a solid little role playing card.
It is. Speaking of not solid cards,
Nice transition.
yeah, this card's bad.
Yeah,
There's
this card's really bad.
there's other Leafeons that do something similar,
Yeah.
and they just don't see play. 110 for 3 on a grass GX.
Ability is pretty
And
unuseful.
yeah, the ability is pretty bad. So, okay, so I know we're gonna have to go over all these individually, but I think now is just a good time to talk about all of the Rotoms and it en masse, and then every time a Rotom comes up, we'll be like, hey, look, this is another thing you get.
Yeah.
I love these.
I mean they're fun. I don't think this is going to be like a good archetype, but it's definitely fun.
Right. I mean, it's one of those archetypes that loses to Hex.
Yeah.
Loses to Hex and Goop, like, just pretty fucking hard. But...
I mean, even so, all the attacks are pretty underwhelming, even for free. Like,
no, because there's the one that does like 120 damage. Right? Which isn't the worst. You throw a Muscle Band on there, that's 140. You're one-shotting a lot of stage 2s.
I mean, you also lose to stuff like Trump Card Disconnect, because then you can't get your tools in the discard. So,
I mean, yeah, there's that. You're gonna have to play it similarly to, like, you're gonna have to play a lot of stuff like Battle Compressor and extra discarding cards, Secret Mission.
well, I mean, you also just lose to like Trump Card, them promoting Spiritomb. I mean,
That's true.
there's no way you're gonna get 9 in the discard under item lock.
Oh, watch me.
I don't even know how that's possible.
Oh, it's really you Claydol into like 5 of them in a Juniper,
Oh, okay.
and
Might be.
then you download a Sycamore and 5 more.
I mean, I think this is fun. I think we can build it, but I think it's very weak to Hex, and it's very weak to like Trump Card and
Right.
item lock.
I think so too. I think it's like tier 4, tier 5 range.
Oh, yeesh.
What? Not even that?
No.
Oh. I don't know. I think you'd be surprised. The no energy thing is big, I think.
But it's not like Blaine's Last Resort, because Blaine's Last Resort has the Slow King, so you have an attacker under ability lock.
Well, why don't you
This
just play a
doesn't-
Slow King as well?
Okay, so now you're playing Rotom Last Resort. I mean,
Yeah. You're,
okay.
Instead of Yon Mega, you're playing Rotom. That's pretty much the only difference.
I guess. I mean, but then you also have to play like 11, 12 tools.
I mean, we can find room. Well, the thing is, like, if you're not focusing it around Yon Mega and like getting your hand size the same as your opponent, all of those hand size like cards can be switched out for items. Or sorry,
But
tools.
I think the hand size is a lot easier than getting 9 tools in your discard.
I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong,
Okay.
but that's why I think it's 4 or 5, not 6 or 7.
Okay.
So, plus this right here looks like a smiley face.
Oh, you got me there.
Yeah, so it's good.
Cool.
I don't know. We'll keep in mind on it. 16 discard special, not necessarily the worst ever. So, Shaman, this may look good for those people that are new to U150, but it's not.
Yeah.
The Dunsparce just does it better,
Yeah.
and also the Pachirisu.
Yeah, there's plenty of call effects that are better than this.
We should have kept this up first. Patchy. Because there's a Pachirisu from... Yeah, 3 basic Pokemon, put them on your bench. So, this is limited to 3 different types and putting them on your bench, right? This is any 3, and then obviously the Dunsparce is 3 and then switch. So,
Yeah.
this is it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's probably like number 3 on the Call for Family hierarchy. It gets put up there.
No, because you have Pichu too.
Would you put Pichu above Shaman?
I mean, maybe. Pichu, I mean, it's debatable. You don't play either of them generally.
No, but like if you're talking about like, because U150 good versus better, right? Let's say you don't have access to older cards like Pachirisu and Dunsparce, and like you're forced to play this Shaman. You know.
I mean, I'd have to look. I mean, if you don't have access to other cards, sure, play this. It's not bad. Like if you didn't have Dunsparce for some reason, this would be fine to play, I think.
Right. So I'm just trying to give it to the newer players. Like, hey, and this one also looks like a smiley face. Man, I should
Just
learn.
a sensing a theme here.
Man, I should learn Japanese. There's a lot of smileys going on. That's why they're always so happy. This Arachnid's just a reprint of the water one that we have with Water Bubble, and
Yeah.
it's bad.
Very irrelevant.
Dupiter, bad. Okay, cool. Magmar, we have Mill now.
It's just one card, dude.
Yeah, busted.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Magmortar doesn't seem great.
Is that a holo rare?
Yes.
Okay, so really not good.
Really not good. Yeah.
I mean, like if it wasn't, it's like 160 for a blacksmith basically, but it's a holo rare, so
Yeah. I mean, the burn thing isn't bad necessarily, but that's okay. Chimchar line. I think it was really unfair that the Chimchar's got 60 and then the Turtwig's got like 70 and 80.
yeah.
You know, but like I get it. Like these are obviously just like faster and whatnot. So I think these are Chimchars are just like comparable to other ones. So nothing to write home about. 20 in your opponent's active Pokemon's not burned. That's actually pretty relevant because of this Infernape.
Yeah.
So the way this is worded, we haven't. I don't think this. I mean, this is obviously a translation. We haven't gotten. I mean, I haven't seen the official English one that said if it's 4 extra damage counters or 6 total.
Right.
But when you look at all the other ones, like the Volcarona, the Full Flame, that sort of thing, those ones say as well. I think you pointed this out when this card first came out, that it gets set to 4,
Right.
it's set to 6, so it doesn't stack.
So yeah, because I think if you have like full flame and this out, it would just be at 6. It wouldn't go to like 10.
Correct. Yeah, I wish, but.
I mean, do you think this just goes in the Infernape deck? Like,
I think you can. I think like burn decks are starting to get just a little bit more viable, though. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think this goes in the Infernape deck. The 200 damage scrape down thing.
Okay, is this a holo rare, by the way?
Oh, I believe so. I would be surprised if it wasn't. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So it's unfortunate that you have a 130 HP bench sitter that's never gonna really attack. I mean, you can attack with it, Blacksmith, and that's 110 damage for 2 energies. Which isn't the worst. The other thing that this does give you, and we'll talk about it more when we hit Salazzle right down here, is it doesn't give you access to teammates. Right? So if you build a burn deck, your opponent can never activate teammates.
Oh, that's right, because
you're dying
burn doesn't. Okay, that makes sense.
You're dying between turns. So I think this gets put in burn decks, and burn decks get a little bit stronger now. But
I mean, it is an EX. I still think this is not great.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's 2 for 110.
But yeah, as a thing itself, yes. But burn decks, good. But it won't it won't create its own archetype. I think that's what we're trying to say. Yeah, 80. There's just 80 damage.
Gives you another little type coverage, I guess.
Yep, little type coverage. So, like I said, we're just gonna skip over all those. So they got the Salazzle here, Burning Poison. This is the one I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned, poisoned, and confused. So if you have the Infernape out and Verbank City, that's 90 damage. For 1 energy on a non-EX Pokemon. This is actually an uncommon. It's not even a rare.
That's not bad. You can also play like Survivor.
You can play Survivor, make it 100. And I think that's pretty good, especially since you're not actively doing damage. So if your opponent's effects trigger because of damage, then it's a lot of, and they have to get out of the active every single turn. And now now we have enough Salandits so that we can loop this effectively.
Plus you have, I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
You're right, because you have to force them to retreat every turn, else they're going to also take damage coming back out and probably set up a situation where they get knocked out coming back into your turn, and that's the worst situation for them. So
it's not. I mean, and it's not the hardest to retreat over and over again, right? That's not bad. So it's not the hardest to get out of it, but if you can't get out of it, it's game changing.
Yeah.
So I really like Salazzle. I really like where it's going. I think it makes a Salazzle archetype just played a little bit differently. I think you can have 2 Salazzle decks now. You have this Salazzle, Salazzle Infernape, and then you still have Salazzle GX. I think they're played very differently.
What does the second attack do? I can't read that last part.
60, and if there are special conditions, 60 more.
Okay, I mean that's also not like the worst.
No, but that actually helps trigger off if you need to knock out a big boy. That'll be it'll trigger off of the other one that we have here, the
Yeah, the old
hot poison
Salazzle.
one. Yeah. It'll
Also just stuff like laser.
Yep, stuff like laser as well. You're right. Cool. Turtonator.
Yeah, that's definitely solid. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Salazzle will make its own deck. So, Turtonator I think is good because we need something that just says like 10 and burn. You know, like this.
Is this an EX?
No, it's a common.
Yep. 130 HP on a basic is pretty awesome too.
Yes. And so what this does is if you have Infernape out, that's 70 damage for 1 energy on a basic.
Plus, you can actually get Muscle Band and stuff because it has base 10.
Yeah. So this will go.
And Iris.
Oh, you're right. So this, like I said, this is actually really good. On the surface, it seems really bad because it's just like 10 and burn. But the amount of Pokemon that actually have 10 and guaranteed burn are not very high.
What was the other one? Torkoal that guy always talked about?
No, that actually doesn't even have damage on it.
Oh.
I don't think it does. Let me see.
Hot Snort
Yeah,
or
see,
whatever?
Singed. Right here.
Singe.
Yeah, right? Singed.
Okay.
No damage on it. So like this is why
Yeah,
this,
that has seen borderline play, and this is actually like much better than
yeah,
that.
it's significantly better. It's so much better.
The 10 makes a huge difference just because it lets you add damage modifiers on it.
Yeah, no, this card is actually very, very, very good.
Do you think this will be good enough for just like other fire decks, like outside of burn? Or
No, because this is only 1 for 30, an explosive heat cannon, like 100 for 3, whatever sort of thing. But like it's 4 retreat. I don't even know that's not a big deal.
Yeah, probably not good enough for just like
No,
other
I
fire
think
archetypes.
No, but I think it makes burn just so much better. Between the Infernape, between the Turtonator, between even the Salazzle if you decide to play it, like in that deck.
Yeah.
The fire decks get a lot different. Like I know it's kind of hard to update the deck lists every single time a set comes out, but I think one of the guaranteed deck lists is burn for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So burn, Salazzle. We have a lot of work to do with fire because there's a lot of good stuff coming out for fire.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, moving on. Alone in Sandshrew. Bad. Just super underwhelming. I mean,
That's super
you
easy
can
to
do it for
reset
free.
that.
Holy shit! Nice job. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. Piplup got 70 HP, so like if you're playing Empoleon, you're playing this Piplup because now it has 70. Oh, it's so cute. Look at this feel.
Aw.
Look at this feel in the background.
What's the other Piplup? Is that 70 HP too?
No, it's 60.
Okay. I think that splatter attack is better than like the flip 3 coins one though.
Yes, but I think now we have 2 70 HP Piplups. You're supposed to play 4, but
Yeah.
yeah, the stock art, barf. 90 HP 2 retreat. I think there's another one that has 90 HP 2 retreat too. So like, cool. We get a
Flip
new,
for paralyzed though is really nice.
yeah. We get a
That'll
new
save you
good-
like in niche situations.
But your boy Empoleon,
Yeah, it's real good.
this card's stupid good, and the reason it's stupid good is because it's not a hollow.
So
This
that's
is
a basic or not an EX.
That's a non-EX, 20 times the number of Pokemon on each player's bench.
Yeah.
So that thing is swinging for a truckload for 2 energies, and we have things like counter energy, double rainbow energy, and this thing called Aqua Patch to charge
Yeah.
it up. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think Empoleon just got like tier 2, tier 1. What was it already? It was like already up there.
we already rated it pretty high. I think this deck just gets so much better, and I don't think you play it Disruption Supreme Command style anymore.
No.
You just play just like, hey, I'm gonna hit you with like a truck every turn.
Yep.
And I don't even know you probably just play this in the dive and draw one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if you play the break at that point.
The break gives the other one extra HP.
Is it 170 on the break?
Yep, 170. So I mean, it gives the dive and draw one extra HP, right? Which you kind of need because it is an EX.
That's true.
So there's.
I guess a weird interaction too that it prevents if you have the break. If your opponent's trying to like do some Porygon Z shit, they just evolve you back to the Empoleon, not to like the Prinplup.
That's true.
That makes sense.
That does make
Like
sense.
if you're playing Spread and you involve this one, then if they Porygon Z you still just go back to 160 instead of like 80 or 90 on a Prinplup.
That's actually not that. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, you definitely still play the break. You play like a 4-2-2-1 line or something, because you don't
I
need
don't think you play the level X though.
no, you don't play level X. Like I said, you don't need disruption anymore, and you don't need the old Empoleon. You don't need the Emperor Ore anymore. Like it's built completely differently now.
Yeah, it's
So,
much more streamlined. I feel like.
yeah, I think so too. It makes Empoleon, and you can take all that like Dio spray crap out. Like I said, you could just play like the 4-2-2 line, or even like a 3-2-2 line and like some other basic Pokemon to complement Total Command and Supreme Command.
Mhm. I think you play stuff like Target Whistle and like Pokepuff though.
I would say so. Yeah. This card is just so good. 160 on a
Yeah.
non-EX. So, Empoleon. Yeah, baby.
It's gonna be real solid.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good. Weasel, 70 HP. I don't think there's any other 70 HP Weasels. This Weasel is super freaking cute, though. Like,
That's an important part of rating cards. I
it
don't
is an
think
important
people
part of
talk
rating
about it
cards.
enough.
So,
That'd be like number one on the tier of cuteness so far.
I think so too. He's a good boy.
He doesn't have a smiley face in his name though.
I'll find it. Hold on. This one's upside down. Okay.
Okay,
Moving on. Floatzel is bad.
that's real bad.
It is real bad.
Doesn't even have free retreat. Like fuck off.
Right? Like most Floatzeals do. So, Snover, as an 80 HP Snover, if you're ever playing Abomasnow, that's heavy ball searchable. So,
Yeah,
that's cool, I guess.
that
Plus,
ability's just Aqua Patch.
trees.
Oh, I mean, not really. It's like slightly better,
You
but
can do it to your active.
and it doesn't say it has to be to a water Pokemon.
That's interesting. I don't know if that'll ever, like, that just seems too clunky.
Yeah, I don't think it's good, but it's like I guess slightly better than Aqua Patch. But
That's true.
it's an ability on a stage 1, so
Alright, let's talk about Glaceon.
I think this is definitely better than the
What
Leafeon.
do we got now? 21. Okay, we're trucking along. This is definitely better than Leafeon. The problem is that it's only GX and EX, so you have a very niche thing there. The attack is really good, though, because it can be charged like up with Aqua Patch, DCE. The GX is actually like a take a knockout GX sort of thing.
I mean, kind of. In this game, like how often does damage just sit on your opponent's active though?
That's true.
Like that GX is. I don't think you're. If you're playing EVs, you're probably gonna have other EVs GXs. Like I doubt you're gonna be using this GX attack very often.
True.
I don't know. I mean, I think this is like okay. I think it's.
It's okay. I don't think it'll. I actually legitimately don't think we'll play it.
No, I don't think so either.
It's just nice to have this option, to know that we have the option, I think.
Metal weakness is super nice though.
Yeah, especially in U150.
I feel like that's if you had to pick a weakness, metal is probably the best weakness to have.
Agreed. That or Dragon?
Yeah, I mean that makes you like Noivern weak. Like how many metal decks are there? Honestly,
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You won't Dragon. Wash Rotom and Frost Rotom, cool. So you get 50 Snipe, and you get 10 plus 20 for each energy touch to all.
Ugh, those are both underwhelming. Like I don't know. I just think all these attacks are like pretty bad.
Okay. Mana Freeze not great. Shuffle 5 waters back in. Why don't you just play Trump card?
There's also isn't there an energy reset or something that does that?
Yeah. Energy Recycler.
Recycling. Okay.
Yeah. 80 HP Electabuzz, I think you're getting up there now. I think a lot of the newer Electabuzzes have 80 HP, so. But the Electivire is just, like, not good.
Ugh. I mean, we just did this exhaustive Electivire research too. This is terrible.
Yeah, this just doesn't help it at all. Like, this is horrible.
We tried so hard to make Electivire good, man. Oh.
It's, I don't even want to build it
this is
IRL.
bad.
Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna skip this Shinx, because that Shinx is whatever. This card, like Grady said last night, that this was the best card in the set.
And I was not being like facetious or joking.
No, like, it might be the best card. I think the argument might be made for Empoleon. But this makes, this makes Noivern Garb, like, really, really good.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you have to talk about it with the Sphinx too. If you didn't see that, the ability evolution, you can evolve it the first turn if you go second.
Yeah.
So like, if you go second, you can evolve first turn and get item lockup first turn. So like,
Yeah, and you're getting, because if you're going second, you get search cards. So it's really not that hard to
Exactly.
get this out.
no, not at all.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's gonna be like two different uses for this. I think it goes in like Noivern garbs, but I also feel like you could play like a Luxray deck and play with like the Celebi EX that lets you use attacks from your previous evolutions. Because like look at this Luxray. Go back to the Luxray real quick. The new one.
The new one, yeah, no, it has the thing where it's 30 less damage.
Like normally that's not a big deal as an ability, but I feel like if you're playing like a slower like item lock kind of thing, I think that's actually going to make a big difference.
Luxray
Like-
is hollow air, by the way. Just letting you know.
Okay.
This is an EX.
I feel like if you have like a like a Celebi EX out and you get a disconnect for like 50 or 60 each turn and you're reducing damage done to it by 30 and you get stuff like Rough Seas maybe. I don't know. I feel like that could actually be kind of solid too. Just a different style of item lock.
Right. Yeah, obviously couldn't play it with Garb because of
Yeah.
you'd shut off.
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah, you can't put this in a Garb based deck. That's the thing. Then you're just playing just like this really weird item lock deck.
Yeah.
But like you said, with the Luxray and the Memory Berry thing, you prevent Porygon Z plays.
Yeah. But I mean, I definitely think this goes in Noivern Garb and maybe just like in other stuff generally. But I also think there might be a way to make this work with just Luxrays and
You
stuff.
check it into Stage 1 Rush,
Yeah, I think so.
because Porygon Z and Disconnect
Yeah,
is just...
that can lock people out of games.
yeah, you can
honestly,
just win off that. So, I don't know. I think this card is like I said, best card in set. I think I would tend to agree there, just because it is way more splashable, and pulling on just makes an archetype better, like really good. This just like unlocks so much potential.
yeah, agreed.
So
And it's just colorless. So it's
yeah,
fucking splashable and everything.
That's the worst part. It's just you can put it in anything, literally.
If it
anything.
was a lightning, I think this would be like pretty okay.
Yeah,
but
it'd be balanced.
the fact
But
that it's one colorless is just gross.
Jesus, yeah, that's really good. Pachirisu, where is it? Static Generator.
Get a nuzzle though.
Yep. There's only 3 other Pokemon that have Nuzzle that you can use, so until more Nuzzle Pokemon come out that actually are evolving into good things, not like Dedenne and stuff, then this card is just niche. And I was thinking about Pachirisu, it's always had like these like weird effects that seem really cool but are actually bad, like Trick Sticker, and yeah.
Even if you got like a couple more nuzzlers and you accelerate all this energy, you still have to like find a way to move them somehow. You have to play like Lucian's assignment or something.
Or Shaman.
Or Shaman, I guess, yeah.
That seems a lot easier.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
still,
not a. There's already like plenty of ways to get lightnings
yeah, that
in
card's just
play.
trash.
So like,
So see, here's an 120.
okay, this is the only like good attacker I feel like of the Rotoms.
Well, maybe you
I
just...
feel like this is the one you would want to focus on.
Maybe you don't build a Rotom deck. Maybe you just tech this one into like Blaine's Last Resort and just increase the item count a little bit.
I mean, it's not the worst.
Actually,
I just
I
don't.
think I'm legitimately gonna do this. This is gonna go on Blaine's Last Resort, just this one, and a little bit extra tools.
Maybe the fire one too.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
You're gonna look and see how many tools are in it already.
yes. Everyone can see my Facebook stuff. Photos. Do some on-site research right now. All right, let me know when you see it. We need a better way of getting all this stuff out. Wait, what's this one? Oh, Salazzle. Okay. We redid it, right? Like it's in the Crimson Invasion.
I think you did all that stuff, so I don't really know.
I did do all that stuff. Maybe I didn't redo it. So that.
Oh no, go back. It's on the right side. You missed it.
Oh, there it is. No, wait.
Yeah.
That's Eradicate. Is that the one you saw?
No, go down. Keep going down.
Okay, let me talk about Eradicate. Oh, there you go. Good job. Good job, Greedy. 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And yeah, 6. So you really only need to add like maybe 4 or 5 more.
I mean, I guess, but then you also have to add stuff like Battle Compressor and I don't know. I don't really see it.
I don't know. Okay. Moving on. Drifloon, whatever. Drift Blim.
Goes in that unknown archetype, I guess.
Goes an unknown archetype, but it also gives you a anti-spread counter in like stage 1 rush.
Oh, that's true. I
Like,
mean, I guess I don't know why you wouldn't just play like Pokemon Center though.
because this is a way to for like to heal yourself and to knock something out.
Or you could just play Pokemon Center and knock them out with a different attack.
Okay, but hear me out here. You could do this attack.
Okay, I mean,
It's cool. It's niche and it's cool, but like, yeah, it doesn't really help much. But I think it's like worth being like, hey, Grady, look at this card. Like, it's,
I definitely think it's cool. I don't think it makes like Stage 1 Rush
right. Well, I mean,
necessarily.
yeah, no. On a scale of we're not going to talk about it at all to holy shit, this is groundbreaking. It goes in the category of we have now spent more than 30 seconds talking about it, and that's appropriate.
Yeah. Cool.
Keep this in mind. Okay. This is bad because this is just that. Was it the float soul that does the same thing? Or
Floatzel GL also has free retreat, I think.
it does, yeah, and you
And
see
it doesn't
attacks.
even use an energy.
Yep. So bad. Sorry. This Drapion is just embarrassing.
That's actually just laughably bad.
I mean, it's auto paralyzed, which is cool, but how are you gonna get
That's
four
just
psychic
not
energies?
good. And auto Paralyze is just not good in U150 unless you're pairing it with something.
Yep. Krogunk, there's better ones. Toxicroak is interesting, but
It's not bad.
But it specifically says fighting Pokemon.
Oh, I thought it was any Pokemon.
Oh, if it was any Pokemon, this would actually be pretty decent, but it's
Oh.
only fighting. We got to our first Prism. Problem is it's a basic 160, so we're not even going to talk about it because it's not in this format.
I mean, hypothetically, I don't even think it's that great in U150 anyway. So, you
I
know.
didn't even read it. Yeah, no, not
I mean,
really.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
let's
we're going
just
to move on. I don't want. Yeah, we don't want to waste time on that. This Cresselia is not great.
No.
Sorry. Cosmo, Cosium, Lunala. Like, these are just reprints, I believe. Like, they seem like they're reprints. I think they are.
Can't play Lunala anyway.
Can't play Lunala. Can't play Dawnwing's Necrozma. Rampardos. Didn't we have a big discussion about this when it first?
What's
Yeah,
the?
leaked.
Did they change the fossil ruling? Remind me on that.
They well actually no, because they called the oh, it is mysterious fossil, but like down here, it says that the new fossil is. It really depends on what the new fossil is called, because down here it says ancient. Oh, not ancient crystal. Sorry, what is it called? They call it something different. There it is. Unidentified fossil.
So you have to evolve from unidentified fossil.
I think so.
So you can't play mysterious fossil anymore.
Well, no. Well, they haven't come out with that ruling officially yet, but like, they haven't come out with that ruling yet. So I think we have to wait on this ruling a little bit. But either way, can we talk about Rampardos a little bit?
I don't think it's great, honestly.
I thought we talked about it and we were like, this actually doesn't seem that bad.
I mean, it's not a holo rare, right?
It is a hollow rare, actually.
Oh well then. Eh?
Eh? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean-
it's in the same thing as Driftbloom. Like, think about this, because like, it's 120 damage for 1 energy and all that stuff, and it has Wild Bomber. If your opponent's acts as a basic, it's knocked out.
I mean, you have that on like Machamp for 1 energy. So
Yeah, but you have it on this one for 3, so the more energy is better, right?
I don't know. I
That's
feel
the
like
definition of energy.
it's like a situational 120 on a fossil stage 2. That seems pretty bad, and it's an EX.
Yeah. Okay. This card's like will go as a 1/1 line into Garchomp.
Do you actually think so?
I think so. Yeah, because like we always want to play Pidgeot in decks. That's like, hey, go look for a card. That seems really good. But this is a stage 1, so like in Garchomp, I think you play this.
Does it count if you have Garchomp C in play?
No.
Okay.
It's a different name. So.
That'd be interesting if that worked.
Oh, it would be. But no, I think this just goes into the Garchomp. I just think it's an auto inclusion in that deck. But outside of that,
Yeah.
won't see the light of day. It's the beefiest hip hop.
By the way, I looked at this attack and I thought about it for like 5 minutes. Is there a way to make this
Yeah,
work?
no, I did too. I was like, man.
Because like that's actually pretty fucking awesome attack.
In,
But
in standard and stuff, like, sure. But in U150, like, how do you get 100 cards down to 3 without getting trump carded halfway through?
Yeah, I don't know. I tried. You have to like make a donk deck shell, but then like, I mean, I don't know. It was
And
just
get 3 energies on it too. Like,
yeah,
you have to get hit like a Max Elixir DCE.
yeah. This card's awesome and fun, but I don't think it'll be good.
No. I would love to see it just like randomly teched into things though. Like, hey, you gotta. There you go. Okay. Okay. This is bad.
That's really bad.
Here's the Pessimian. Oh yeah, we talked about that before we talked. This is the third Pessimian now. So the team attack is still not necessarily the best.
What is it? 10 plus 30 more for each one you have?
I believe so.
Plus you get this ability as well.
Yeah, this is the third one. So, no, sorry. This is the new one's from around the third one. So yeah, 10 plus 30. You're right. So
you have 100 plus this ability, so 130.
no,
Assuming you're using.
it's each Pessimian on your bench.
Oh.
So no, you get 30, 60, 70, 100 with this in play
Okay.
for DCE.
I think, like we've talked about it, I think we need one more legal Pessimian, and then you can have all 4, and then I think we can maybe talk about this as like a mid-tier kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
One more Pessimian. One more
Yeah.
Pessimian. This is just not great.
is it though?
Yeah, it's not great.
Because you get a discard and you get to hit and switch into like Spirit Tomb or like Stoutland maybe.
Yeah, but
I mean I know that's like super gimmicky, but like,
Here's your big keyword right here.
random.
Random.
Yeah.
If it was to look at your opponent's hand and then switch into Spirit Tomb, then we could talk about it.
Okay, that's fair.
But the one thing I really want to talk about is ba-bam.
Is this hollow rare though, right?
Yes, that was the one thing that we were really like kind of worried about, that this would be hollow rare, but it makes
And
it
it is.
balanced. And it's a dark energy, right? I forgot that it was a dark, not necessarily colorless. But this makes Weavile, like, it was already like really, really good. This like pushes it into that like tier 1 conversation.
Because you're still gonna just like play most of your normal game without this, doing Weavile things. But then all of a sudden you just have this like one-shot potential at certain points in the game that's gonna be really big.
Oh yeah, like guaranteed one shot, just bam. So, because your opponent's always gonna have at least 2 Pokemon on their bench with abilities.
They're gonna have Porygon, they're gonna have Lapras, they're gonna have Claydol, they're gonna have at least 2 or 3.
Anything that's actually in their deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good. There's a couple decks that it doesn't do good against, but
I mean, the fact that it's an EX means you can't like just rely on it throughout the game. It's gonna have to be like save it for like a crucial swing knockout.
yeah, they made it balanced, which is nice, because if it wasn't an EX, you could literally just play this Weavile and that's it, and just go bop 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 bop.
Yep.
So good thing.
I'm glad this is an EX. I think it would be too good
Me
as
too.
a non-EX.
Me too. I think this is perfectly balanced, and thank you Pokemon, for realizing that U150 is a format. This is proof.
They got
this
our
is
backs.
proof that they know.
Cool.
Sticky smokescreen, not the best because they can just retreat out of it.
Yeah. That's
Darkrai is banned. The Alone and Dark Trio is really gimmicky and crap, but it's also just not good.
oh, it's like a worse Bronzong break.
But it's from your hand, not from the Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah. But now we're gonna go ahead and be like, hey, Magnemite's cool, yeah, no damage from Talk, blah 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 blah, bam.
So this is obviously the broken combo with Bronzong break.
Yep.
Because you get to play that whole Donk Shell, except you don't have to rely on Electrode and give your opponent like 6 prizes the first turn. So
Yep. This, not this, but Bronzong break should be banned.
this, yeah, one of the 2 parts of it, probably Bronzong, needs to be banned.
Yes, Bronzong break needs to be banned. Period. End of discussion. Please,
Yeah.
please, U150 gods, ban Bronzong break, or you're just gonna have nothing but Magnezone Bronzong break decks. And they're just going to go Magnezone, Porygon Z, Bronzong Break, GG. Like, whenever they freaking want. Like, the one turn you don't Hex, you're going to lose.
I mean, like assuming that Bronzong break gets banned, I don't think this card is that good.
Well, no, it just gives you a energy rainer for metal, right? So, like,
Yeah, but, I mean, you already have... I mean, you could maybe think this goes in, like, Palkia Dialga, perhaps?
Ooh. Nah, that's too hard to set up, I think. but I don't know.
I mean,
Well, the
better
thing
than
is,
a basic like level X.
it
Like,
gives you the option for energy rainers, right? Because we had energy rainers for water, lightning, and grass.
mhm.
Wait, grass? No, we just have energy
Fire.
transfers. Fire, thank you. And now we have one for metal, so like we have finally like unlocked all this potential for metal. So
But I feel like
I
we
think
looked at all the metal stuff. I don't think there's much that benefits from just like a metal rainer, honestly.
well, no, but it's one of those things that every metal Pokemon from here on out now has to be
Yeah.
taken with this effect of like, okay, this energy cost is bad. What do? We put Magnezone in.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think moving forward, this card is definitely one to pick up for U150 because eventually this will have its own archetype and be good. And you get the
Yeah.
benefit of all the other Magnezones too, right? Like you can play, instead of playing Magnezone Lightning Energy, you can play Magnezone Metal Energy.
That's true.
So like if there is better Pokemon that instead of like Zapdos and Raikou and like that sort of thing, you can just play the same exact Magnezone shell with Metal Energies.
And metal basics. Okay, that makes sense.
And a couple Lightning so you can still Lost Burn.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense, I guess.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, Bastiodon's just not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
This is really bad. How long are we at right now?
We're fine.
41. Okay, I didn't want to go too close to an hour, so that's why I was trying to hurry here. Bronzong is just not great.
Yeah, I mean they're probably gonna always have Uxie, but like even so, it's not the best.
No, for 3 energies now. Heatran. Is it?
I actually think this is not bad. Is this a holo rare?
That's what I was about to find out. It is though.
Okay. If it wasn't, I think this would be really solid in like Bronzong decks, but I think as an EX, it's not
bad.
great.
Yeah.
Do you think it replaces the ones we have in Palkia Dialga?
Nope.
No.
No, I don't. Solgalego, no. Decimator Crosno is banned. Magearna it's once during your turn, not as often as you like.
Yeah, I
If
don't
it
think
was
that's good.
no, if it was as often as you like, it'd be really good effect on a basic Pokemon.
Yeah.
Shiinotic only search deck for Fairy Energy, just Fairy Pokemon, not great. Tapu Lele goes in like anything that has a basic Fairy. Like I think this will go in like Stage 1 Rush. Like, because
Really?
like I said, I've always thought you needed single energy attachments in that deck.
Oh wow, that second attack is really good too, actually. Oh wow. That's just the Spiritomb.
Yep.
Oh wow, okay. Plus, because now Stage 1 is running the Weavile, the 1/1 Weavile.
Yeah. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, actually you're right. This definitely goes in the fairy version of Stage 1.
I think so. Alone Executor is just garbage on a card. It's
What is it?
um,
Oh wow, that's really bad. I really hate attacks like this where you flip for each energy. God,
yeah, right.
just my pet peeve.
We have a Gibble that has Ascension.
Dope. That'll go in Garchomp.
Yeah, it will.
I don't know what Gibbles are in there, but yeah, I'm assuming
Yeah,
that
it
one would.
will. Yeah. This one also has Ascension,
Cool.
so you have 2 Ascensions, and then this one like has 100 plus 100 if you played Cynthia. But
That's the Professor Oak new theory, right?
yeah. Let's see. It is a non-holo.
Oh shit. Seriously?
Yeah, this is a non-holo. This is non-EX.
That's actually pretty solid.
You can get the effect of Double Dragon too.
I think because do you remember that game? Garchomp didn't have a way to like hit a lot of damage, and that's why I lost playing Palkia Dialga.
So this is your
And
way.
this kind of gives you that. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's actually really good. I didn't realize how good that was.
I mean, I don't think really good, but good. You still need
I
2
mean, even like
attachments.
50 snipe for Double Dragon is like situationally pretty good too.
Alright, well, that would probably replace one of them, at least.
Yeah.
GX, Lickitung, 100 HP Lickitung, that's pretty cool. I don't know if there's any 100 HP ones, but then again, Lickies have always been really, 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 really bad.
Get a lick to death though.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Look at him. He's just like licking.
Wrong. Wrong.
About to fuck your girl.
Oh, yeah. Come in there. Alright. This one I thought was, like, gonna be, like, good and stuff. But then I was like, oh, it's only 10 times. If this was, like, 20 times,
Yeah.
This card would actually be like really good in EV decks.
I think you'd just rather play the Energy Evolution EVs.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But like, if it was 20 times, you'd 100% play this.
You could, yeah, like 80 or 100 for 2.
Yeah,
I mean,
on a basic, pretty good. I think that's pretty good.
okay.
Baneri, Lopunny, they're just not great. Happy turn, you can shuffle back in, like whatever.
Yeah, that's bad.
Gentle light. Oh well, there's like a Dedenne. That's actually really fun. Because like it's a rat and a mouse.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cute. Master of the House, huh?
That's bad.
That was bad. You have a 20 for everything.
It's a Tapu Koko.
Yep. It's a for your treat. How much? I mean, I want to see how many tools were in Dusknoir. Because like, could you just tech this into Dusknoir?
Stop trying to put Rotoms and tools and everything.
You could just tech it in, man. Yeah, this is bad. Call for family. Blah. This young goose is creepy as shit. Rawr. Oh, creepy. Sorry, it looks different. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of this gumshoes either.
No, that's bad.
No. If this was for 1 energy, I would think I would consider it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, still looks like Trump though, so
Yeah,
that's cool.
so you're just not gonna play it. This one, the resource management is just there's like things that do it better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So not great. Type null, blah blah blah. Here's the Savali that's already been around for a little bit, right? And I think it's not been played. I don't. I've never really considered it. And
I mean, I think we talked about it's like a worse version of Mega Manectric.
yeah, that's exactly. You're right. You're right.
Or like Mega Sceptile.
Yeah, that's what we've said. And then Drampa is just not good. Use damage counter, discard 2 cards on top of your deck.
Yeah,
just
that's fair.
Cool. So now we're to items here. Like, cool, this is attached to Registry Regigigas, blah, 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 blah. But...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you play any of those anyway. It's only like 10 less than the Hard Charm. So,
yeah,
so
this is not going to see play. This will see play, however.
This is going to go in like 98% of U150 decks.
I think this just replaces Copycat.
Yeah, Copycat or like maybe Lookers or whatever you're
well,
like...
Lookers has already been like replaced, but...
Yeah.
I think this just like strictly just replaces Copycat, like 100%.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like this is going to go in almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ponce goes in almost everything, so...
Yeah, so I would say the same thing. Cyrus.
This is super weird.
Yes. Because it's the weird thing, if Prismar is discarded, put it in the lost zone.
Yeah.
Right? It's not when it's activated. Maybe U150 will edit that and say, hey, if Prism Star is activated, then it goes to lost zone. Like, maybe they'll make it Elite 4, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll just say, hey, all of these Prism cards are now just Elite 4 cards. Like, they play the same rule way.
I think this gives away... You can maybe make, like, a combo deck where you do, like... You parallel city them, and then you do something like Crawdunt EX or something to bounce one of their shit, and then you play Cyrus and get rid of their entire bench, and then you attack them somehow for knockout.
I don't think that exists.
What do you mean?
That doesn't exist. Like Crawdaunt has to have a certain amount of Pokemon on the side of the on their side of the field. Like
what about like Dusknoir, like Dark Palm or Dark Hide?
That
Is
one's
that
banned. It's banned.
Oh, that's right.
So no, I think what this does is it because your opponent chooses. I thought you chose him. Then shuffles. Wait, your opponent chooses 2 of them. Then shuffles the other bench Pokemon. So this with
oh my god, I've been misreading this the entire time.
So have I. This with Plea GX. You end them down to a low amount, or you do something. You Cyrus them, and then you Plea GX, and then they're left with their.
So they choose 2, and then they have to. Oh god, that's really good.
Yeah.
You could even like Lysander something that's like Lysander like an Uxie or something.
Hey, real quick, is Mako from League of Legends? Is he an Overwatch professional now?
I don't know.
I'll have to check that out after this.
But yeah, like you Lysander something for their active that's bad, so then they have to like leave that as their only Pokemon.
Yeah. The problem is like once it hits the discard pile.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this isn't bad right here because everyone plays Lapras, so like everyone has a water Pokemon on their deck.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's not hard to do, and you can just touch
I
the float zone
think
retreat.
if this didn't have like the weird star like lost zone clause, this would actually just be like busted.
I think so too.
Because now you have to get this at the right time. I mean, the thing is, you can always like if you're not ready for it, you can put it on the bottom of your deck with Claydol. So like, it's not the worst if you draw into it when you don't need it.
That's true. That's true. I didn't think about that in terms of like saving it because I was like, man, there's gonna be so many times when you want to discard it.
Yeah, you just Claydol it to the bottom a lot of the time,
Ooh.
and then later on when you Lapras for it, it just activates itself.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. No.
I think you're right with the Plea GX. That's probably the best way to do it. That seems busted.
Sweet. Well, but you're using
That
literally.
actually seems really toxic now that I think about it.
You only can do it once per game though, because this will go to Lost Zone and then Plea.
That's what you're gonna need. You're gonna end them, and you're gonna reduce their bench by 5, and stick something in the active that's terrible, and that's gonna be their only card, their only Pokemon on the field.
And if they don't get another Pokemon, then yeah. Okay. Well, moving on. Memories, whatever. A skateboard. It's a tool card, right? It's a good new tool. It's kind of like Floatstone for basic Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
Because like most basic Pokemon only have one retreat cost.
Huh. Can the retreat while asleep or paralyzed?
Mhm.
Huh.
So, I mean, I don't know if it'll necessarily go in every deck, but get decks that need like a little bit more fluidity, this will be good in. Like, imagine this like attached to like a Spiritomb or something, right? You know?
I mean, yeah, but would you ever play this over Floatstone or Fluffy Berry? I don't think
Not
so.
over Flowstone or Fluffy Berry, but
I mean, if
decks
you,
that need a little bit extra, like Dawn Fan, for instance.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense in Dawn Fan. Maybe in like Blaine's Last Resort because you don't play energies. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, actually, Plains Last Resort. So,
Is there any decks that like need to retreat while? I guess like baby decks. If you need to like,
That's true. Baby
if you
decks.
flip tails a bunch, I don't
But
know.
you would just have Switch for that scenario.
I mean, this is okay. I don't think it's good.
No, it's something to keep in mind. Like, I think it might find its way into like a couple things. Like, it's not automatically just skip over. So, like Gardenia is.
Yeah.
Fucking boo. Lily's a reprint. Looker's just like friggin' bad. It's draw 3, but from the bottom. Ooh.
Ooh, I'm gonna clade all these cards to the bottom and then redraw them with Looker.
So let's just say Looker's Whistle. 2 Looker cards. Not Looker's Investigation, Looker cards. So you get this guy here.
You can't even play 2 Lookers on U150.
Yeah, no, really bad. Draw 2 cards, discard a random card from opponent's hand. This effect has been...
Team Rocket's invent? No, it's something like that. But yeah, it's
Team
been
Rocket's
around.
Trickery.
Trickery, yeah.
Missing Clover is bad because you can only play 1. You can't play 4 Missing Clovers. So... It's the puzzle.
I know we shouldn't talk about this right now. If you could hypothetically play 4, I think you could make this into a really fun deck. But
Oh, yeah, no, hardcore. Like, you would 100%.
I want them to come out with a ruling like, we're going to let you play 4 Missing Clover just because we want to.
Well, then you would just play a Missing Clover deck, because, like, legitimately, I think there's... No, you just build a Donk deck. I think you could do it to literally take all 8 prizes with Missing Clovers.
Oh, that's right, because you could just run... I remember when you cycled through your deck like 5 different times with
More than that.
with Shiftry.
Yeah, so that would be there. Mount Cornet, I think, is just not great. Like, it's a way to add to, like, Bronze Arm Break if that gets a play, but you only can do it once per turn, so that's 2 energies, so, like...
I mean, if in Magnezone decks, I think you play this.
I think...
If there's hypothetically like a Metal Magnezone style thing.
Maybe, but I think just, like, the item cards might be a little bit better. But...
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, you probably would, to be honest. Order Pad goes in Donk decks.
Yep.
Just simple as that. Like, it replaces some of the shittier ones. Like, when you're really learning on items. Reprint.
Like Pokenav.
Like Pokenav. Like, this replaces Pokenav instantly.
Ooh, Pathfinder reprint.
Reprint. Yeah, in Standard. This is big in Standard. This is really big in Standard. But reprint. It depends on how this actually gets translated. I haven't seen a Mysterious Fossil yet. So if it does get translated as unidentified fossil, then good, Mysterious Fossil doesn't get changed. So
Yeah.
Volkner is just like not great.
Yeah, that's bad.
Super Boost Energy though. This is pretty not bad. Like, it will go in like
So you have to attach it to a stage 2, and you have to also have 3 stage 2s in play.
yes. So there's not a lot of stuff that this instantly goes in, but like Cradily, for instance.
Cradily, maybe like Magnezone. If you lost burn this, does it count as 4 or 1?
Does it say energy cards or energies? I think
I don't know, because Magnezone is one of the few decks where you actually get like 3 stage 2s out sometimes. Like just naturally.
I think Magnezone Prime is just energy cards. Yeah, energy cards.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't go there even, I don't think.
No. It doesn't go for Bronzong either, so.
I mean, this is obviously like a super powerful card. I just don't know what it goes in. Besides Cradily.
And you can only use it once. So I don't think it's as groundbreaking, but like Cradily decks will use it. And then these unit energies are like if you need just a little bit different of a blend, like most of these are kind of the same anyways as blend. Like you just don't get like fighting and dark for some reason are the only 2 that aren't included on them.
Yeah.
They might come out with a new energy that's like fighting dark fairy.
Yeah, this definitely will go in a few things if they need random energy types.
Yep. So, and other than that, then these are all just reprints of VXs and blah blah blah. There's nothing new down here. So,
cool.
But if you move 4 missing clovers, so, but that does it. I think if you were to say like top 3 cards in the set,
I think it would be Sphinx, Empoleon.
Oh, you mean Luxio?
Luxio. I mean Sphinx slash
this
Luxio.
combo. Luxio,
they go together, yeah.
Empoleon, and Dedenne? Oh, not Dedenne. Lele?
Yeah, the
Oh, no. Cynthia.
Yeah, if you want to just say Cynthia, that works too. That's just like boring because we already have that, but yeah.
Yeah, but it gives a little bit extra consistency to decks. So.
Maybe the burn for and 10 damage one.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too. Oh, Weavile too.
Oh yeah, Weavile.
So
this is actually a better set for U150 than the past couple ones we've had.
Yeah, no, it is a really good set. Rotom, I think, actually probably number 1 in the set. Just
nope.
You can tech it into everything.
That and like 11 tool cards, you're good.
Easy. I don't know why you're bugging out right now. Easy. Alrighty, well that does it. If you guys have any questions or comments, let us know. And hopefully we'll come up with some more decks in the next coming weeks here. Maybe at least like 1 a week to whet your appetite. That might be a good goal. Every Sunday, sit down, make a new deck. Who knows?
Good shit.
Good shit. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching.
Bye.